Hello viewers, today I'll be showing you how to mod Grand Theft Auto IV, IV. But before I start, I will show you my system. I'm running an AMD FX 6100 6-core processor, and so that everybody knows and can see, I'm running a GTX 780, which Windows thinks I have 19 gigs of graphics memory. Yeah, that's Windows for you. Anyways, now that you know my system, okay, now basics here. We go, first thing you do is find your directory where you install Grand Theft Auto. Most people it'll be local disk C, program files times 86, and Rockstar Games. But since I have 5 hard drives, I choose to install all my games on a separate hard drive. So there's the directory. Now you will just mainly have to focus on these two here. That's all. Well, see, they're the exact same in here. But in Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City and in GTA V, these two are the exact same. Okay, so let's just say you want to mod a car, you simply go out and get Spark IV, GTA mods, Spark IV, right here. I am not up to date, so I am running a beta version 1.7. A drink. Now for modding cars, you simply just go down to where it says HTML, you'll see it, and then just go right down to the bottom, Model CD Images. Click, double click, and right here, this is what you will see, all the cars. Now first, you get a car. I use GTA inside here because it is simple. You just click on cars and they've got all the brands. Simple as that. But now if you want others, like I also use this one, but it's a slower server, of course. Click on vehicles. Well, that's and but they have the biggest one, but they don't have it as laid out as nicely to find cars. But anyways, I have already pre-downloaded one, so you just simply go to where it is. Jaguar, I got the Jaguar. The Cognate Sketty here. Now just because these file names say that does not mean that it has to be that car. But so I'm just going to use Windows Snap. You just simply find the car you want, because they have to be the exact same file. Let's just say that the Conquest. You just simply type it in. I'm a slow typer, so bear with me. Just simply as that, and then you can just bear with me for a minute. Simple as that. And you just simply go import. You select where you put it, and just click open. I personally don't want to mod my own right now because I am busy doing other stuff in Grand Theft Auto. But then after you have imported, these will be blue. You just simply click save, and that's to import car models. I'm going to leave that minimized. Now Okay, this one here has a handling right here. I recommend for beginners to use these handling lines that come with it. It's easier that way. So then you just simply go into your directory, games, oops, common data handling, and just open it. Well, most people will be defaulted to whatever Windows thinks it is. You just go open with Notepad and make sure you uncheck read only. And you just simply just find the car. Some of these will not be the same. Like let's get an example up here. Where are you? Like the Contender. Okay, that's the E105, I believe it's called in the game. But no, you just simply just paste in the line. Hang on, I don't know why this is doing this. There. Where is it? Conquest. Right there. Just simply paste it in right there. I will get into the handling closer to the end because it's a little more complicated. Okay. So that's it's simple as that. That's for cars. Okay. So now let's just say you want to put in a map. Let's go into GTA, my GTA mods. Okay, Maple Valley Raceway. Now, some of these will have, this one doesn't have it, but it'll have some lines in here. I'll show you what they look like. It won't look like these, I guarantee. It'll just have a few lines like this. You just simply copy those. These are already pre-made. And you just simply go in, so common data, and it will be simple. Well, I just go images, and you open it. It'll be default to Notepad, and just paste them in right at the bottom here. Now, the GTA ones are a little more complicated because they have these. They have 2 times. They have the map bottles. They have .IDEs, which that's what that is, and they have .IPLs right there. But the map's already in. But you just simply go into PC, Data, Maps. Right click on this. Go into here, source from Movie City, PC, Data, Maps, and just paste. Yes. Done. Okay. I'll leave that one open. That's how you install a map. That's the basic how to install a map. And to install weapons, it's pretty well the same way. Which brings me on to another thing. Whoops, don't want to do that. Okay, let's go into episodes from common data. Okay, let's just say you want to edit the weapons. I just press W on there, weapon info, HTML, edit. Right here, simple. This is pretty well simple for me. Pick up and regain time. Regen time they call it. Is basically like when you get knocked over. You can set that down to really low. Okay, so these fire type melee. Let me see. I think I modded one here. I think I have a pre-made one. So I can show you guys a pre-made one. My documents, desktop stuff. Weapon info, there we go. Let's just see. I made the AK-47 shoot rockets. Right here. Projectile, right here, explosive rocket. Now, I usually just copy and paste, but if you want to make any gun do that, you just simply go fire type projectile, explosive, and you can set it to grenade or a rocket. It will shoot out grenades and whatnot. And then you got your clip size. I'll get up to the better, easier guns so I can show it so that you guys can understand it better. Okay, pistol. Target range, basically self-explanatory. Actual weapon range. The clip size. You know what? I don't know why these aren't edited. Here's clip size, max ammo. Let's just go 9,000. Base damage. Seriously, these things are really low. Let's just go at like 2,500. These don't matter. Physical force. This is like, it'll launch things if you shoot at it. But there is one thing that I've noticed. You cannot have damage force really high and physics force really high. They just don't work. You don't get damage and you don't get physics force. And it works vice versa too. So usually you gotta kind of balance them out. And reload time, if you set it to like I think I had it at 0.1. Basically you will shoot non-stop until you run out of ammo. But then the trainer can fix that. I usually just reduce these down to 1. Crouch time while you're doing it. Accuracy, if you want superior accuracy, you just type in 1. Snipers, you'll notice, has 10, but then you'll notice the reticule is almost the size of the screen. So just 1 is dead accurate. Then you got your rumble for your controller. This actually does work. I've had the controller come out of my fucking hands because it was so powerful. Yeah. Okay, so that's ejected. Okay, yeah, I gotta get back down to my AK-47. You gotta do some other stuff too. Okay, so you'll notice how this just MP5. You got, hold on, what is it? Flags, yeah. And then right here, you got your normal stuff. Now, if you want to do what I've done with the AK-47 shooting rockets, you just simply, you have to take one extra step. I just copy this from the RPG, but under flags you have to go projectile, type to create. You can actually change this to sticky bombs if you want, because it's actually quite fun shooting those things out and blowing people up. But yeah, you have to put that in. Now if you want these submachine guns and assault rifles have fire rate. If you go 1,000 and you actually have a high-end computer like mine, your audio will glitch a little bit when you're shooting because it's just so fucking fast. So I usually keep it around 10. It still knocks everything on its ass, but yeah, all the semi-autos have them, like fire rate right there. Yeah, I tried doing that with the pistols and whatnot. It doesn't seem to work. Although with on Ballad of Gaetoni, your auto shotgun, it'll do that. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Yes, safe. that is that. That's for your weapons. Now, okay, now some more easy stuff. Effects. Explosion effects. Format word graph. Okay. Right here is, that's my vent, by the way. The grenade damage at the center of wherever it is and at the edge. Pretty basic. These do nothing in my opinion. End radius. Now they've bumped it up to 15. It used to be 10. If you go any further, it doesn't seem to do anything. Right there. And then your initial speed, because a high octane explosion right here is 100. I usually do that. Right here, decay factor. If you set it at negative 0, it will decay extremely slowly. Your force factor. Basically, anything within the end radius will be thrown away if you set it to like. Oh, can't have it too far. Like that. 30,000. Yeah, you'll never see anything if you do that. But as you'll see in some of my videos, you will notice how when I hit a fire hydrant, I get thrown up. That's because I simply edited the physics force. Breakdown multiplier. It's something that you shouldn't really play with as much. Like, leave it at 0.00s, because if you put it to 1, it's like there's no, yeah, things get a little crazy. Directed width. Now you see, these are like for rockets and whatnot, shooting right at something. Like as the fire hydrant is shot right directly at something, and the same with the gas can. Effects, the name. Oh. And then you got effects scale. I had it at 10, and you can still see the shock wave from the explosion. Excuse me. From up in the air with the helicopter. So, yeah. And then you got, yeah, what type it is. Oh god. Now range, I haven't messed with them too much. So, yep, that's explosion effects. Let's see. Blood effects. Now, this is based on weapons. Like right, explosion. It's down right along here. Explosion is preferably right here, because I would hope that you don't bleed in a fire. But yeah, you can make it really squirt out a lot of blood. And the same goes for down here, like with your melee guns, like when you do the well, I guess headshot, neck, large, medium, small, yeah. Sniper, oh there you go. Yep, so that's blood effects right there. Vehicle effects. Now, I don't necessarily like modifying this kind of stuff. Your friction threshold right here. Well, friction hard, of course, that's concrete. Yeah, you can make it so that the roads are quite slippery. Like, you just simply have to set the roads to friction grass, and everything goes to shit really fast. So yeah. Yeah. Everybody's got everything via, like, yeah. When tire bursts, rim hard, yeah, everything. You can almost make it so that, yeah, like, see, friction grass, like, it's just simple stuff. It's just copy and paste, basically. There's not too much you gotta do in here. And then the skid marks. Now, I have yet to try modifying that. See if I can make it a little bit wider. Yep. So that's that. Weapon effects. When, like, the amount of particles basically that fly off when you shoot at something, like concrete. Everything. Yeah. So these are just set like this. I don't know why, because it's simple, like punch and kick, melee wood, melee metal, melee sharp, and melee generic. I don't know why they have them all angled. Yeah. There's quite a lot you can modify there. I don't touch stuff like that because I want the game to work. I haven't looked at pet effects. Oh yeah, the footprints. Yeah, you can make some. Oh, you don't need to modify that stuff. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's just do some more basics like car colors. They have these pretty basic here, like colors, like it's simple. But where is I gotta get down. Yeah, here we go. This just tells you about the colors, the color codes, I should say. And then you have all your cars. Like right here is the color code. Like you gotta make sure that there's spaces in between. But I don't necessarily need to modify the colors on my vehicles, so. Yep. Car colors, car group. Now this is quite nice. I think I can make it. Yeah. No. I think I did that right. Yeah. Where are you? Like Sultan. Like this for gang members. Like what cars they drive. You can. All you simply have to do is like just copy and paste something into there. And then you've got for like what's in the park. The golf cart, what the hell, court, the taxis. When you start putting cars in, I'd suggest you edit this kind of stuff so that you can get different cars showing up. Yeah. So yeah, different groups, what they drive, and what this reflects what's up here. I don't know why they don't do it the opposite way, but they do. And that's how you edit stuff like that. Like, and they right here, this stuff will only appear in certain spots. Like in native zones, there's 2 native zones, like right there and right there. Okay, that's car mods. Yeah, that never worked. Okay, so before I get into the handling, I will show you vehicle .id. Okay, I think I gotta do this. Yeah. Okay, so you have your car. 2 names: model name, text name, car, handling name, ID, where it will pull the handling out of in the script, and the game name. Now you can change the game name, like right here. I've changed the Infernus to the Buffalo, which just means that it has the sound of the buffalo. And when you spawn it or get into it, it will say Buffalo, but really it's the Infernus. You can do that with any car, but you can't be just a name you make up, because it has to exist in the game, or else you'll just hear a lot of noise, a lot of road noise, and that's it. No noise, like no engine sound. And then you've got all like vehicle, what they are, stuff like that. And this stuff right here, extra strong, which is basically for like trucks, really heavy shit. You can make the small cars like how you can make the little moped like act like a truck. And then you got truck engine effects, which is slow. Like the engine is slow to respond. Where's the truck exhaust effects? Truck exhaust effects. That's for that black smoke that comes out of the Phantom and all of the bigger trucks. Now you can put these on any car. Just if it's got a little line, you just take out the line and paste it in. But if it's got something else, you have to make sure you have a plus. You have to have a plus, or else nothing will work. You can do that for any car. Hell, you can even do it on the bikes. These, I don't know why nothing works really here. Okay, visual settings, yeah, okay, visual settings. Now, let's just say you want some xenon lights. You just simply go color. Right now it's set to like white, which is, yeah, well, kind of white, but if I go like 0.5 there, it'll look a little bluer. Yeah, and then you got your intensity. Now if you go past 10, you will not see anything. It'll just be a big blur of white light. And then same goes with the intensity on the rear. You don't want to go too high, or else you won't be able to see the car on the taillights here. And you can change the taillights to whatever color you want. Police sirens here, taxi, light color, car indicators, car default emission on, brake lights, middle brake light, reversing lights, extra light, yeah, for like fog lights and whatnot. Yep, and then you got your traffic lights. I have no idea what those are. Yeah, and then the rest is all camera blur. I do not recommend editing those unless you know what you're doing, because yeah, some things you cannot redo. Which leads me to another thing I should have said at the beginning. Always back everything up before you edit. Always. Okay. Now let's do the handling. The most complicated one. It took me a year to understand half of this. Okay. So let's go format word wrap. Okay. Now simple. I'll explain this the best I can. This here is your weight. The weight of the car. This is the drag. And this is the amount it can be submerged in water before it destroys itself. Your Z, your, I think, X, and this is your Y. And this also helps with stiffening your suspension and body roll. Drive bias, gears, drive integrity, horsepower, torque. I can't quite understand how to explain this, so it's just simple as rev up speed, as easy as you can say. Don't go any higher than 1, because you will notice some cars stick on full throttle, and your shift time basically. Your steering lock, brake bias, and total brake force. And make sure you don't edit that too high, because your car will never stop. Then you've got your traction, the maximal traction, your minimal traction, how fast it loses traction, and how fast it loses traction and how fast it gains it, and then your bias. And then you've got your suspension. The lower the number, the softer the suspension. You've got your damper, and then you've got your rebound, and then this is top level, like suspension travel top level, and lower level, your ride height, and your bias. This is all to do with damage. This one specifically here in the middle is deformation, and then you've got engine damage rate at the end here. And then I've never edited these because that's to do with all this. Some of them do work, some of them don't. Okay, now this here, right here, is what I've demonstrated of how to make a drifting car. Simple drifting car, not having to download one. I just did this myself. So I just simply brought the body roll. Hold on, you know what? I'll just make a new one. Okay, you got the Banshee. Okay, drag 8. Now let's bring the drag down 3. And then we've got 2, 8. Let's go 3, 4. That's so that we can reduce body roll. 0.3, so that it's so the front tires catch a little bit. Leave it at 5th. Drive integrity, I usually put it around 5, 2. Leave that. I usually bring this up to like 180 so that you can hold, so that it doesn't try and shift while you're drifting. Steering lock 45. Drive bias is fine. Let's bring up the brake to about 7.2. And then the traction, that's too high. I can't have it at that high. Let's bring it down to 30 and 10. And that's fine. The suspension, let's tighten it up. Let's go 2.6. Dampers are fine. Rebound is fine. Ride height is fine. Deformation. Now, deformation, it is default set to 0.8, which of course you guys would know that it's not realistic. I found that it makes the most realistic around 2. Any higher than that and it will, it'll just wreck. Now if you have it at 99,000, you can't even drive over a hill without it destroying itself. But 2 I find is the most realistic, but when you're drifting you kind of hit a few things, so bring that down back down to 0.8. Engine damage is fine, that's all fine, and that's basically how I make my drifting handling. It's easy. Click save. So that's covered in that. What didn't I cover? Shaders. Now, for some reason I can't edit these. See? I used to be able to edit these, but now I can't edit them. Now you can simply make these things look so shiny and better. I made the glass look like glass. Like vehicle, V-glass. I don't know why these shaders don't work. But oh well. But yeah, if yours are unlocked, I don't know why mine aren't. All of them are locked. Unless these are open. Well, that's useless, but anyways, that's not what I was looking for. Yeah, although that's close to what I was looking for. Hold on, I might be able to do it. Shader default, Chrome. Yeah, here we go. The float. This right here is specular. Let's see, 500. Yes, so now I can edit the shaders. So that you mostly edit the that's to make it look a little better. Let's go vehicle glass. Oh, fuck off. It won't let me do that one. Vehicle generic paint. Now, these ones right here, I forget which, this one. You want to bring these up, because then it makes the cars look shinier. Paint. You do that through all the paints, and then the rims. I've done it too. You gotta be careful what you do inside these things. Yeah. So simple. Just go into shaders, DB, and I mostly have my luck with the vehicles, so I'd suggest editing the vehicles. Where's vehicle generic? Glass. Vehicle glass. Right here. Sometimes I like to go 1,000 for that stuff because it's glass is really shiny. Okay. So that's how you edit the shaders. And basically the same thing is with the Ballad of Gay Tony. You just got your handling. But of course it's smaller, the APC. Gonna make that a little heavier. Although, in episodes from Liberty City, things are a little different. Well, you got explosion effects here, format, where we're at. You got your grenade launcher for explosions. Now, you got your APC rounds. These are, yeah. I've had it, I think the physics force so high on this, it would not affect the car. But all you see is people flying. I think that's because I added the ragdoll effect. Yeah. So there's one of the downsides of editing the ragdoll effect. Multiplier, sorry. Yep. So it's the same as basically, but there's fewer. And then you got your super punch, sticky bomb, non-sorted, 60-time mission right there. Healy, explosive rounds, annihilator bullets, explosive shotgun, and rock grenade launcher. And weapon effects, same thing. Same thing goes for any of these, like the visual settings. Okay. I hope that you guys found this helpful. Thank you for watching. I'm Zach Pye.